Welcome, I'm Michael Mike, and on today's tutorial, what I'll be showing you is how to make your kicks and bass just like the professionals. All you have to do is watch this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button for more videos just like this. And what I'll be showing you is dealing with totally stock plugins, the best, okay? I know plugins are better, but when this is all you got and you're a beginner, this is something that's going to help you take your beats all the way to that level. All right, enough, let's get into it. All right, so I previously have a beat. Let me play it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to be dealing with the lows. So these techniques is going to get your bass and kick together like the pros. Now first I'm going to listen to the kick. Okay, now I can listen to this kick from an engineer and know it has too much ice on it. So what I mean is just a little bit too much ring. So I'm gonna go to the source itself, and I'm gonna play the kick. Come over here to the envelope, and what's making it ring now, for y'all that don't know, because I'm gonna go into compression and EQing as well. The release tells how long the boom will last. So if I want it to be boom short, I will. If I want it longer, I'll increase it. If I want it shorter, I'll decrease it, and I want to decrease this. Okay, I'm gonna play it back. Okay, now the second thing that I want to do is I can even control it by here. Let me hear it. Okay, now the next things I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the limiter. Now I'm going to play the kick. Okay, now that's just shaping it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to this limiter. Now I'm going to show you, if you don't know how to use this limiter correctly. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is when you get this limiter, you want to cut off the saturation. That's the first thing. Saturation is adding distortion, like we add distortion to the bass to make it boom, to get that rattle. So that's what it is. I really save that technique for like mastering or making a good demo or something, not early, because if you leave it on now, then when you go into your mix, you're gonna wonder why it's not gonna sound right. All right, so this attack, what this button does is, first I'm gonna go to the compressor. This is what I want to use. Now, the first thing you must do when you go to the compressor, you must set the ratio at 2:1. How I know? Because numbers will be right here. So I'm gonna play the kick. Now I'm gonna begin to turn the ratio to 2:1. Okay. The next thing, what I want to do is that's when the compressor will work at 2:1. Next, you must remove the threshold. And I must bring it down right here. So we'll begin to shape the sound. How we know it's gonna work? Because we get lines up here. Okay, I don't want to over compress it like this. Not only does it lower it, but it takes the life out of it. So I just wanted to control it. Alright, that's good enough. Now, what I'm gonna do is come in here to the attack. What the attack will do, if it's all the way up like this, it'll sound short like dick dick. If I open it, it'll give the beat more of a sound like a dome it'll ring longer. So I want to open it up, but I'm gonna close it again because first I need some type of clap or something to accompany it. All right. Now I'm gonna go back to it. Okay, now the release will determine the end until the dong when I want it to stop. Okay, next what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move the knee to shape it. Okay, I'm gonna copy the attack and I'm gonna paste it to the sustain, the same value because I want them the same. Now you see how the kick is getting more prominent, all right? Now, this curve, it'll like gross beats, changes things. What it do is freak the beat in certain ways. So just try different numbers, see which one you like. Here's 2. I like 3. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is this right here is your noise gate, meaning that like the clap, when you hear it clap, now right now you don't hear nothing, it closes that air off. So there's a time in using it, there's a time not, but I do. It makes your beat more cleaner. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here to the limiter. And first go back to the compressor. I'm gonna copy the value. I'm gonna go to the limiter. I'm gonna go right to the attack again and I'm gonna paste that value. I want what's on the limiter, the compressor, copy to the limiter. So I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna go to the limiter, to the release, and I'm gonna paste. I'm gonna repeat this again for the sustain. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna go over here to the limiter and I'm going to to the sustain and we're gonna paste. Okay, so those are even. Now we're gonna shape the beat even more. All right, now here we go. The second thing we're gonna do is we're going to add a little distortion, but very little saturation, very little. Okay, that's about enough. And because we use the compression, we want a little gain, very little. Okay. I actually like it where about right here. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go over here to the surgical knife, which is a parametric EQ. Now, I want it to have a cutoff. So first thing I'm gonna do is come over here and I'm gonna get a high pass. Okay, but I want it steep. Okay, where I'm finna go and make the front and the back of it. Okay, front I'm gonna go at least to 150, and I'm gonna pull this, gonna be the body of it. This is like the front of it, the punch. Okay, and this part will be the body. Now, just hold on a minute. This is called parallel compression. This is going to make that beat even more dangerous. So what you do is you highlight the kick, and over here I've added a compressor. But before we go there, we're going to do what's called create a bus. That means all your drum tracks you run into one channel. Now watch how much louder it get once I go here. But once you go to your drum, your bus compressor, you must add a compressor. But with this compressor, we're gonna set the threshold, the ratio, to 4:1. Okay. This compressor is a little different, but I'll show you how to work it. Now we want a fast attack. We want a nice release. All right. And so we want to set the threshold. We have to look here to know where to set it, where it begins to go. But now, listen to the kick. All right, now I'm gonna route it over here by going to the drum bus, and we're gonna route to this track only. Now listen to the kick. Okay. Now I'm gonna come over here and pull down on threshold. Okay. Now I have another channel over here which has another compressor, and this is for parallel compression. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna route to this track, not to this track. Don't go to this track over. Now you hear the beat. Now, this is how the pros get that kick, that thunder. You hear it now. Okay. Now, this is what we're gonna do. For the low end, now we gotta arrange the bass. All right. Okay. Now, the thing about it is both of these are on the same frequency. Okay, I can listen and hear it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to this limiter. We're gonna do the first thing, turn this saturation off. All right, I'm gonna go over here to this compressor. Okay, I'm gonna set it. We'll start at 2:1. Sometime I'll go a little bit heavier, 2.4, still 2:1. Now I'm gonna lower the threshold. Okay, I'm gonna add a little knee. All right, same technique with the attack. This is immediately while the finger's playing. If I open up, it'll give it more humanized. Now how I want to check that, I want to check it with the kick. Or I want to lower its release. It's a little ringy. Okay, I'm gonna copy the attack value and I'm gonna paste it to the sustain. I'm not gonna use the gate on this because it's constantly ringing. Okay, I'm gonna turn the curve to 3. Like the kick was. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here to the limiter and I'm gonna do the same thing. Come to the compressor. I'm gonna copy the attack. I'm gonna go over here to the limiter and I'm gonna paste it to its attack. I'm gonna repeat the same thing for the release. I'm gonna copy its value. I'm gonna go over here to the limiter and I'm gonna paste its value. I'm gonna repeat this again for the sustain. Copy it. I'm gonna go back to the limiter and I'm gonna paste its value. Okay, now if I want to add a little saturation, which is distorting, to bring up that buzziness like we add distortion to the track, I'm gonna add a little. Okay. Now what I gotta do is I'm gonna take this parametric EQ that I did for the kick, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna drag it to the bass. Now the reason why I'm doing this, oh, not this. This is the limiter. I got the wrong one. Let me cut this off. My bad. I wanted the parametric EQ. Yes. Okay, and I want to copy its value to the kick. Now, this is the kick information, right? So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to do the opposite of what we did with the kick. We're going to duck it. Therefore, the bass will have its part and it'll be ducked. I'm going to play it. Now, as I start to duck it, you're going to see, right? This is a copy of the kick on the bass, all right? Okay, now I'm gonna move this down further. And I'm gonna bring up some mid up here. Okay, now how I'm gonna pick up is because right here at 120, okay, that's gonna duck the kick, but at 120, 120, I'm gonna raise. Now the reason why I raised it at 120 because that's the buzz of the bass. Okay, now the next technique to make sure they add up right, I'm gonna do what's called side chaining. Now there's many ways to do it. You can do it in there, but here's an easier way. Highlight the kick, go to the sub, right click, side chain in this track, and then just turn up this knob to see how much you like. Okay, now we got them. You see, they're not muddy. Both of them can compete with each other without screaming with each other. You know what I mean? So now what we're gonna do is the same thing we did for the kick. Okay, I would regularly have a different bus for the bass, but for tutorial purposes and just to show you how it would sound, I'm gonna run it with the drum bus. So I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna route to this track only, and then I'm gonna play it. Okay, now you see how it's getting that low. Now we got to put the icing on the cake. We have to parallel compress it. So at this one right here is a compressor I added, right? I would name this P compressor. That's what you're doing, okay? So I'll take the highlight the sub, come over here to this and route to this track, okay? Now I control how much I want from this lever. Play the beat. Okay, now here is the final icing on the cake. All right, I have more tutorials because I can make it even better than this. This is the icing on the cake. Now go back to piano roll for the kick. Okay, and this time turn all of them up, all these kicks up. Okay, then you want to go, you can click right here and go to the bass, and you're going to do the same. Okay, now listen to what you hear. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the monetary bell so you know when I'm coming out with another video, and I'll show you how to take this even beyond this. Okay, so this is just a part of it. I hope this tutorial was good. I hope you learned a lot from it. Like I said, watch my tutorials and I'll give you more. Let's play the beat. I'm just gonna spice it up a little bit. What I'm gonna do is a little panning. I'm gonna show you how that makes it a little different in the beat. That's the thing producers do. They leave they pans the way they are. You know what I mean? Straight up down the middle. And certain things you don't want that way. Okay. Now, another thing. Too much icing on the hi-hat, so I'm gonna play it. All right, so I hope this course was very beat a little bit. And you see them kicks is very prominent. Now, this little snare right here, it needs a little reverb on it. It's a little lonely. So, also, let me go up here and shape the reverb. I don't want no bass. I don't want it dampened. I'm gonna smallen up its size. I don't want no high cut, and I don't want no low cut. All right, let's play it back. Like I said, I hope that this tutorial has been very helpful for you and get you over where you at. If you're just starting out with FL Studio or just doing beats, just, you know, do you. Keep doing your beats, stay up on top of your game, keep watching my videos or whatever, and you'll see I'll take you further and further, really, as far as you want to go. This is Michael Mike. I'm out.